Hi there, Taurus. It's the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and I am here for another reading for April 2025 for you. I'm going to try something different and just shuffle out and lay out all the cards first. I've tried this before, and my problem is that I always get into the explanations before I get everything laid out, but let's just get through it because I do have more stuff to talk about. For all of my returning subscribers, you guys know that at the end of every year I do a predictions video for the Manifestation Oracle, the Manifestation Moon Oracle, and it's top and that's bottom. Okay. And we journal everything, and then each month that goes by, we go through everything together. And so I'm going to do that at the end of this reading because I want to see what comes out first. But welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you smash that button. And also hit like at any time throughout this video, especially if it resonates for you. Drop a comment in the comments below. If at any time you're interested in a personal reading, I am booking personal readings, and I have all of my contact information in the description below this video. All you have to do is click on the link with the Cannabis Babes for booking, and you can also just email me. Just send me an email and we'll figure it out together. Okay. Taurus, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called Space Ghost Coast to Coast. It's by the group Glass Animals. And some of the lyrics are, you think that you're space ghost, you're wanted coast to coast. Fuck that shit, now I know. I go my way, you go yours. This is a song about, you know, two people that grew up together. And then somebody realizes that, like, somebody was doing some shit, and they don't want to mess with it. They don't want to be in that energy. They don't want to, yeah, there's some kind of justice. One person's justice is another person's karma. So there could be some kind of karma playing out in this situation, but it's like somebody realizes, like, you're wanted from coast to coast in every state. Like, I didn't realize that this was the person that I grew up with, but I'm kind of glad that they caught you. Like, now you can heal. Now you can fix things, right? Somebody needs to take accountability for their actions. Oof. Okay, you get 2 cards. All right. Or an extra card. These fill out together, so. Okay. And then what do we have for the Ace of Cups reverse? Ace of Cups reverse. And 4 of Cups with the Emperor, please. Wow. Some righteous energy underneath the deck. 9 of Pentacles, very independent. We're almost there, guys. So, for the, what is it? I'm not even, like, prepared for our full moon reading. The full moon this month is on April 12th. It's at 5:22 Pacific Daylight Time. It's on a Saturday. It's called the Libra Pink Full Moon. They call it the Pink Full Moon. And Libra is all about justice, just like that card that we saw underneath the deck. Libra is all about balancing out energies. So underneath the deck, begin to explore. Top of the deck, live your soul, not a role. On April 7th, Mercury retrograde ends, thank God, and goes direct. And then on April 13th, Venus retrograde ends and goes direct. And that's all about relationships and creativity and ways that you express your creativity. And so, like, you may have been feeling stifled, that you couldn't express yourself or the way that you feel about people. And, you know, you may have been looking at relationships differently. Underneath the deck, we've got pregnancy. Top of the deck, snake. These two cards came up in 2 other readings. So that's definitely a reoccurring energy for others. And maybe for you guys. Okay, so now we're going to get into it. So we'll get back into the predictions and what I pulled for this month of April. But, okay, starting out with the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle. Bottom of the deck, we've got His Abbey, accountability. Somebody needs to take accountability, or that's what this like situation is starting out with. It's all about somebody needing to take accountability in a situation. And then top of the deck we have Bride, and the situation has to do with somebody's freedom. Like what I'm feeling is like this is somebody who wants to feel free, wants to have a sense of freedom. Is it in a marriage? Or in a relationship? I don't know. You can have freedom, you know, within a marriage. Unless somebody's like wanting to explore other types of relationships. Somebody needs to take accountability for their actions. For the actions and the things that the promises that they've already made. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. But also, there is like somebody is wanting to also explore, explore their life with a different sense of freedom. Now, for those of you like that aren't like, wanting to look into different types of relationships, some of you could even be single or whatever, but you're exploring your freedom in a newfound kind of way. Maybe you are taking accountability, like speaking up for yourself, therefore now being able to go and express your freedom, or being able to go out and dance and go out and do these things that you've never been able to do before because you finally spoke up for yourself. There could be that too. So now let's Celestial Bodies. The Celestial Bodies Oracle, if I can actually get these. Oh my God, seriously. I got nails and I haven't been able to use them. So underneath the deck we have Waxing Crescent. When the moon is in Waxing Crescent, I feel like this is it's going to be an important time for you. That's when, like, if there's something that already happened and it was during the Waxing Crescent, pay attention to what that was. And or this upcoming next Waxing Crescent, there could be something that happens to you. And it could be something that affects your 7th house. The number 7, some of you, it could be a lucky number for some of you. For others of you, this could be all about your 7th house. And your 7th house is all about your partners. So it's I partner, marriage, other partnerships, awareness of others. Also, I collaborate. It's Libra, Venus energy. And we were talking about, this is the full moon in Libra. And it's Venus retrograde. So we are looking at like some type of a marriage. Maybe for some of you it's freedom from a marriage. I don't see that for all of you. For others of you, it's how to explore different levels of freedom within your relationship. Okay, so with the tarot, I'm going to move on. And also the number 7 could be significant to you. Look up angel number 7, for more clarification. Some of you could also be life path number 7. So if any of this resonates, drop a comment in the comments below. Okay, so we start out with the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is usually a card of celebration, celebratory type of energy. Okay. Now, the Three of Cups. Why did I say Swords? The Three of Cups, it's water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It can also talk about like a third party of some sort. But it's more celebratory. Then we have the Queen of Swords. This is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Your clear communication expresses what's best for all. So there could be some kind of like a third party or celebratory type of energy, but you have to communicate clearly in order for this to be like for it to be like a good outcome, right? Because then I see the Ace of Cups in reverse, but it's clarified by the Ace of Swords, which is speaking your mind to solve your problems. Okay. What I'm reading is that this news, this message, may not be the message that somebody wants to hear. See, the Ace of Cups is, when upright, talks about a new relationship, a new beginning in a relationship, right? But when this Ace of Cups is in reverse, this is a relationship that's not working out. Speak your mind to solve your problems. The Ace of Swords talks about, speaking your truth. Using logic, power, clarity, and wisdom, right? It's also having a breakthrough. And then it's crazy because then we've got the Four of Cups with the Emperor. That's Aries energy. We just entered Neptune in Aries. Aries is, someone stepping up into their leadership, someone stepping into their power. This is being alpha, making the call, taking the shots, doing what needs to be done. He's tired of waiting. He's ready to move. And it's because this is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The time is right to take action on your ideas. This is about prosperity, power, opportunity, manifestation, labor, new venture. Somebody's ready to make a move. Somebody could have gotten bad news with something having to do with like a new relationship or a new venture in love. But I feel like they're manifesting that energy into a new start somewhere else. Very King of Swords. Very, so King of Swords clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. This is Virgo, Earth energy. Enjoy the results of all your hard work. This is somebody that just like straight focused on work. And they're about to reap the rewards or the results from all their work. Or this is what's about to happen once they focus. But here's the thing. Also, somebody could have found out about like a third party. Maybe that's where this truth is being spoken about, like this Ace of Cups in reverse. There's some kind of truth coming out. I'm seeing the number 411. Somebody got the 411. Somebody got the download. Somebody got the information. Okay, so then we've got live your soul, not a role, and begin to explore. So for some of you, this is you exploring a new chapter in your life, exploring a new, this could be a new role, a new job, a new career field that you've never explored before. This could be going to explore the world. This could be exploring a new type of religion or spirituality or practice or belief system, right? And you're beginning to explore this because you're living your soul, not a role. It's not about you being the father, therefore you need to pay the bills and do the things and you have to live a traditional lifestyle this way, okay? It's not because you're the mom and you have to do this and that and because you're a mother, you have to stay at home and cook and clean and all the things, right? That's not it. That's a role. And if that's not who you are, if that's not what your soul calls, then that's not what you should be doing, right? Live your soul, not a role. And begin to explore what stirs your soul, what sets your soul on fire. Someone could be making a decision, you know, like that, of what that is with this Three of Cups. They're celebrating because they're now making the decision and communicating, you know, what this is, what this new idea, what this new passion is. And while it could upset someone, right, it doesn't mean that it's going to ruin anything or that it's going to shut down anything, right? It just means that somebody's going to make this decision and make a move on it. Towards it looks like financial freedom. It could be towards, for some of you, it could be somebody making a move towards another man. But that could be having to deal with legal or law. Okay, so underneath the deck we have pregnancy. So when this card comes up, you could be pregnant or be dealing with somebody who is. But this also, if you know, pregnancy isn't in the cards, this can talk about a new venture, a new partnership, a new, you know, career field or something like that. So pregnancy dreams are common for people who are trying to start a family or who are expecting a baby. But usually dreams are about a positive pregnancy test, being pregnant, or giving birth represent nascent ideas or projects that are beginning to develop. So you could be, you know, dreaming of pregnancy, having pregnancy dreams, but it's because you're giving birth to a new concept or idea. So when you dream of pregnancy, have patience while the seeds that you've planted incubate. Then mark your calendar for 9 months from now, and when the date arrives, take note of what you've manifested. So something could be happening for 9 months from now based on what you've dreamt up and manifested, or what you're manifesting at this moment. Then we have the snake card. Again, these two cards came up in 2 of the past readings. So this is like, you could be having the same dreams as other people, as other signs. So the snake dream. Snakes are skillful at staying hidden, but they rank among the top 5 animals that people dream about. In the Bible and other world religions, snakes symbolize temptation and sin, but also dig deeper and discover that they are also associated with divine wisdom, healing, and rebirth. For example, Asclepius, the ancient Greek god of medicine, who is said to have healed people in their dreams, held a staff entwined by a snake. So using the scales on their belly and ribs to power themselves across the ground, snakes invite us to get grounded. Or they might summon the arising of a divine feminine energy, as in the Kundalini yoga. The fact that that came up with pregnancy, which is divine feminine energy in the first place, is significant. We could be talking about, if there's a divine feminine energy like in your presence, like a wife, especially if you share children together, it's like Spirit's message, honor thy wife, like, you know, it's that kind of energy. Because they slough off their old skin as they grow, snakes and serpents can remind you that it's time to shed an attitude, relationship, or situation that you've outgrown. Today, commit to shedding a habit that's bad for your mental or physical health. Or lie down and get super grounded. Enjoy the pleasure of your skin on the surface of the earth and relax into the feeling of total support. So get grounded. Go out and get grounded. Go out to nature. And make some, you know, make whatever decisions that you need to make, but get grounded before you make them. Somebody really, I feel like, is opening up spiritually, beginning to explore their spiritual side, reflecting on their truth. And this, I feel like somebody is really reflecting on, for someone, is reflecting on their relationship in some type of a partnership or matrimonial type of relationship, because could be dealing with the seventh house for some of you. So if any of this is where I'm going to leave you guys at. If any of this brought you clarity, insight, or wisdom, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. But real quick, let's finish out the April predictions. Okay, so the cards that we pulled for this prediction, the first one was the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, she's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, so you could be dealing with Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This is the mother energy. This is she's loyal, she's honest, she's trustworthy, she's loving, she's known as the mother. And what's interesting, especially with your reading, this is why I like doing this at the end, because then we can really see how it associates with your reading. We pulled the Giving Birth card. So just like the pregnancy card that we pulled for you, we've got the Giving Birth card. And it's all about giving birth to new ideas, concepts. It could be new partnerships, things like that. And it can also mean pregnancy itself, but, more so it's about, like new ways of thinking and new projects and things like that. Then we pulled number 6, Waxing Crescent. So we got the Waxing Crescent card. And, okay, seriously, I really cannot pick these up. Why can't I pick these up? We got the Waxing Crescent card. Okay, and this is about self-love. You need to give yourself self-love in this situation, okay? Also, around the time of the Waxing Crescent this month, during the month of April, that's where you could, either see the need to give yourself more self-love during that time, or you could see some kind of, action take place around this time where it makes you think, oh, let me remember this reading. Then we got number 2, St. John's Wort Radiance. Radiance, St. John's Wort, first of all, it can be purchased over the counter, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, anything like that. It's a natural herbal supplement. I am not a doctor. Please make sure that you consult with your medical practitioner if you're interested or need to. But St. John's Wort, when you take it, it's a mood booster, okay? It turns that frown upside down and makes you happy, okay? And so when you're happy, you're radiant. You express a certain type of self-love, radiance through self-love. And it's also associated with the sun, which is like one of the happiest cards in the deck. So yeah, it makes you feel nice and bright and shiny and great. But it's also, making yourself feel good is a form of self-love. So then the next card that we pulled was the New Moon in Leo, and that's all about shine. And, and what's interesting, you do have a lot of similarities in your reading, because in the accountability card, his Abby, there's a picture of a lion looking down at this woman, right? And he's taking accountability, for maybe what he's done to her, done with her, things he's promised her, whatever, because, like, she has tamed the beast. That's what this card is all about. So, someone taking accountability. But the New Moon in Leo, shine, this is someone, shining their radiance from within because they have enough self-love for themselves to be honest, to take accountability, all of that. And then the next card is the Picasso Stone, artistry. Very creative type of energy for this month of April. But artistry is all about creativity. It's all about, giving birth to new creation, to new concepts, to new things through your creativity. So somebody could be feeling extremely artistic, or it's the things that, makes a person creative that's helping them shine. But then last but not least, I've been playing with the Astro Dice. It's based on the 3 main principles of astrology. And when you combine the 3 that I rolled, it was South Node Capricorn in the 3rd house. So when you combine that, it means creative ideas, crafty, knowledgeable, and comfortable, people who are comfortable with their intelligence and with the intelligence of others. So this is being able to have intelligent conversations with those that are like us, sharing and exploring creative ideas with like-minded people around us. Doesn't have to be in a romantic sense. It can be in just like a congenial, platonic type of sense too. But especially if you're, starting new partnerships, working on new projects, things like that, it's a great time to be creative together, and to express yourself. So, and begin to explore. All right, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. That is what I have for the predictions for the month of April 2025. If any of this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Contact me. Hit me up if you're interested in a personal reading. And watch the channel for additional messages. I've also want to make sure that you guys check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars for additional messages as well. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a fantastic 420. You all take care. I can't even talk right now. Peace.